Welcome back to the Jacked Racing YouTube channel for a kind of unexpected race day. We weren't actually on the schedule this weekend, but enough people in this division said they wanted to race this weekend, so the track threw us in. So it's not going to be a point race, it's just kind of for fun, but I'm looking at it as a way to get some extra practice, try some new setup stuff I've done to the car, just kind of see where I'm at. Hopefully I want to improve my lap times and see if I can't squeeze the top 10 out. I've got most of the work done on the car. I don't really have a whole lot to do. I've got the trailer already all dragged out. I'm going to try and do as much of the work as I can here as possible. I'm going to get the air pressure set, get the fluids topped off, kind of make sure everything is tight, ready to go. That way when we get to the track we can just unload and go. The track uses inches to measure camber in the rule book, but I'm using one of these things because this is way easier than trying to mess with a right angle and a tape measure. So for my purposes, I'm just going to figure out what my camber is on all four tires with this. I didn't quite get the front adjusted as much as I wanted to over the last couple of days. It's definitely better, so I'm hoping it'll take that nasty push I had in the last race out. I don't know quite what I'm going to do with the rear yet. I think I have a bent bar in the rear end. I need to get that fixed. Maybe that will help, but one step at a time. This is also one of my favorite tools right here. This little Harbor Freight portable air compressor, just the same battery you use on an impact gun or anything. So easy to set tire pressures to the track. You just plug it in and for a small budget little team like me, 45 bucks, this is so much easier than carrying around an air compressor, especially with a trailer that barely fits the car. That was kind of a stressful drive. When we pulled out of the house, we saw that one of the wheels on the trailer was starting to kind of wiggle a little bit. So we drove around the neighborhood a little bit. It seemed okay. We checked all the lug nuts, everything, checked the straps on the car. Everything was good. It might be a bent rim, I don't know. We're gonna have to look into it more when we get there. And we had people yelling at us that our ratchet straps were hanging off the car and it was just a little bit of excess at the end. So it was kind of an eventful drive. So I'm glad we made it. We had to take some back roads because I didn't quite trust it on the highway just in case it came off. So it took another 45 minutes than it normally would have, but we're finally here. We're gonna get into the track here in a second, get set up, and then we'll see if we made it in time for practice. If not, we're just gonna dive into the heat race. Made it through tech. Time to go out for practice. We made it just in time. So practice didn't go well. That stupid starting issue I have came back. It started all week at home. I pull up to the pits and I got nothing. So I didn't get to practice. Hopefully it's gonna start for this. I'm starting second row inside for the first heat. See what happens.
With the Jacksonville Ice School professional hockey.
was in fourth, gonna try and pass third, and then it popped out of gear like 30 times at least. I was holding it the whole way down the front stretch. It was fighting back, it was grinding. Something is definitely not right up in the front in the transmission. I don't know if it's the shift linkage or what, but nothing I'm gonna be able to do here today. So I'm gonna go out, start the feature, try and at least get my start money, see if I can win any of the bonus money. Maybe if they all crash, I'll finish good. I put it in fourth at the end of the race just so I could get around the track and finish, but this is what happens when you race 20-year-old junkyard cars. All right, feature time. I'm gonna start in the back. I'm just gonna play it safe. I don't want to start in the middle if there's gonna be any sort of pile-upping happening. I've already got a hurt car, so I don't want to make it any worse. So I'm gonna drop to the back, run it in fourth. It's slow, but it'll at least get me out there. I can get my start money, see if I can hit one of the bonuses. Just have fun. That's what we're here to do anyway. So let's go. So that wasn't at all what I wanted to happen. That was a little bit of a disappointing race. I finally got it back into third. I was running 8th, thought I had it locked down, ended up having to pull off on the last lap because my tire started to come apart. You can see that big bubble in the bottom of the tire with all the cords coming out. I felt it on the last lap. I felt the vibration, decided it was best to pull off because I didn't quite know what it was. So I figured better safe than sorry. I had to give up my 8th place spot, which was one of the bonus money spots. Ended up coming across 9th, but a little bit of good news. The car in first got disqualified. So I moved up into 8th and collected the bonus. So unfortunately there's broken parts. I need a new tire. There's something wrong with the transmission, but we got the bonus. So I guess you gotta take the small victories when you can. Now we gotta try and get home with this trailer issue. Hopefully that doesn't give us any more trouble. I think we've had enough. I think that that full moon up there is to blame for some of this. I may have had a bad night, but watching stupid stuff always makes it better. It's about 2 in the morning. We just got back. That was a day. It wasn't exactly what I had hoped was going to happen today. It was still a fun day. It's always fun to go to the track and turn laps, but yeah, starting with the trailer tire thing, then what happened even after that? There's so many weird things that happened. The trailer tire thing was a big concern. I really almost pulled the plug on that just because I couldn't figure out what was going on. Driving home, it was actually better. It wasn't wobbling. I put the spare tire on, so something with the new tire I put on is messed up. Anyways, practice, the gear thing. Well, actually, no, not making it to practice. Then the gear thing. Then the tire almost coming apart on me at the end of the feature when I thought I was in the spot I needed to be in, which actually the tire coming apart put me in the right spot to then get the bonus. So I didn't finish the race, got a top 10 and walked out of there with more money than I had when I went in. I don't know, sometimes things just work out. It was a full moon tonight. That was probably part of the problem, but We'll get it all unpacked tomorrow. I'm going to go through and see. I don't know how bad the transmission is. I don't know how bad the tire is, the suspensions. I don't know. There's a lot to find out. That'll be another video for another day. But for now, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. See you next time.